Alright everybody, I'm out here marking cars that are going to be getting crushed, like this PT Cruiser. The only thing I needed on it was a brain box. We already got it pulled, so it is marked ready to go over into that big pile of cars right there. There's probably 60 cars over there in that pile gonna get ripped up this week. But this one here will probably be joining the PT Cruiser. But before it leaves, I wanted to get a video of it. This is one of those cars that you don't see very often. Let's see what year this is before I get the year wrong. So this is a 1990 Chevy Beretta, and it is a GTZ edition. See right there? Now don't ask me what that means, but I do know that it is a body kit style edition, meaning, you know, you'll have different bumpers, you'll have side skirts, you'll have smoked lights, you'll have a wing, different seats, rims, exhaust pipes. It's pretty much like a special edition car. But anyway, so this is a 1990 Chevy Beretta GTZ. Now this is just like the other special edition. I think it's like a Lumina or a Cavalier or something of that nature. Same type of deal, like a Z24 or something like that. But this one here, I've never seen this edition. Now you'll have the blacked out grille insert, and you'll have the lower valence set up, and you'll have the turn signal and fog lights there in the bumper. Now the turn signals, I believe, are factory. The fog lights are not. Those come with the kit. It does have some damage here on the front. It was hit. And also, I'm pretty positive these rims are this model only, which are pretty cool wheels, I'll have to admit. I've never seen these type of wheels before, so I'm not 100% sure if these are factory on this car or not, but I believe they are. If I have to say yes, I think they are. But anyway, you also get your body kit. So you have the little molding you'll stick on the bottom of the door, and then you'll attach this rocker panel, and it goes all the way to the front. Then you got your wing, but this one here is busted up pretty bad. Looks like it's sun-baked to death and cracked all to pieces. You got your darker tail lights. You have your rear bumper with the extra lips there on the bottom. The exhaust tips, I do not know if those are factory or not. They look like they're just tips that you can buy from AutoZone. But see, if you look at the rear bumper, there is actually cutouts for that. So they might be factory, unless someone cut the bumper, which is a good possibility because it looks a little bit of a hack job. But the exhaust is falling down anyway. All the rims look really good. I might see if we have any requests for those rims. But the car itself will probably be crushed unless someone would want to buy it for parts. You'll also have a GTZ badge on both door panels. There's one over there as well. You have the large side bolster seats, which are weird looking. I mean, it would have looked a lot better if they just continued this up instead of having a gap here. I just think that looks ridiculous. But if you want them sporty looking seats, this car came with it. It's also got tilt steering wheel, which is broke. And it also has a 5-speed manual, which I have not seen one of these with a 5-speed. Most of them that I've seen that have come through here have been automatics, so that's pretty cool. On the odometer, we are showing 178,867 miles. I do not know what's wrong with this car. This car, again, like most of them, came across the scale and was sold for scrap. You have your heat and AC control unit, aftermarket radio. There is no key in the switch, so I cannot start it. Well, I probably could hotwire it, but to be honest, I really don't care that much about this car, so it will be either sold for parts or crushed and shredded. It is a cool car, I will admit, and I haven't seen one in this body style, but nobody that I know really wants one. Now that is a weird glove box. It slides out like a drawer. It's pretty cool. It's full of paperwork, probably personal stuff that I'm not gonna show online. You have your wiper switch here on the dash, which the dash is completely sun-baked and destroyed and deformed. You have your lights up here, one there and one there. Got your headlights, your dimmer switch for your speedometer. Got this weird little knob right here for your vent controls, and to me that just seems like something you'd bust your kneecap on. I think that's a bad spot for that. Power locks, manual mirrors, you got power windows, controllers are here in the center, and that's about it. Did have cruise control and a weird looking steering wheel. So there you have it, 1990 Beretta GTZ edition. And these door handles, I'm so glad they got rid of these. I had a Pontiac Grand Prix that they were not exactly like this. The Pontiac was a little bit wider and the actual handle was a little bit taller, so the handle was a little bit bigger. But I lived in Michigan for quite a few years, and I had that car up there, and when it rained and froze overnight, there would be ice that would get right here, and then you'd go to pull on this and these stupid handles would break. I can't remember how many of these darn things I had to replace, because you can't just replace this handle, you gotta replace this whole piece. It's such a pain in the butt. But anyway, that car got crushed anyway. Let's go ahead and check and see what's under the hood. It should be a 2, 3, 4 cylinder. I don't know if it's complete or if parts were taken off of it. Like I said, it just came across a scale 2 days ago. I finally got down here to get a video of it. So looks like we got a high output 2.3 liter 4-cylinder motor that I don't know anything about. Looks like you're missing the serpentine belt. A couple hoses are missing as well. Well, I see something that was taken from Honda. Get this hood prop up so it won't fall on me. The steering gear. That looks exactly like the way Honda's mounted theirs on their Civics. They mount it high on the firewall above the main subframe rail, and it goes out through the knee housing, or the knee post. So that is different. Never seen that on one of these cars before. Either that or I just never paid attention, one or the other. Like I said, serpentine belt's gone. You have a hose missing here, but everything else seems to be there. The top of the air cleaner is missing. Someone had some wiring done in here as well. But this vehicle, like I said, will probably be getting crushed. I just wanted to show you guys something different. I don't know if there's a desire for these cars or not anymore. Up where we are, there's actually not a lot of these types of cars running around. I don't see them anymore. Mostly everybody around here drives SUVs or all-wheel drive vehicles or bigger cars now. Not a lot of these little ones running around. So if you're nobody needing any parts off of this car, I will keep it for a couple days. I'll try and get this video posted today. But anyway, just comment and I'll try and get back in touch with you. If you guys see anything in the background that you might be interested in seeing a video on, let me know and I'll gladly do one for you. Might be a couple days before I get to it. But I appreciate everybody who's watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.